Welcome to the Two Tone Podcast episode. What are we on? 23?
Something like that.
Damn. We've been doing this for a hot minute, y'all. If you're
Yeah.
not subscribed, please go hit that subscribe button. It's a free way to show us you appreciate what we're doing. But my name is Jaylen Kale. Alongside me, as always,
Theo.
how you been, kid? What you been up to?
A lot of shit.
I'm gonna say you were telling me over the phone earlier that you and your newfound film connections were out scouting for locations. How'd that go?
Yeah, it went pretty well. I mean,
What kind of locations are you looking for his?
we weren't like really. We were just scouting to see like where we would like, place the camera and everything. We already have the locations.
Okay, that's what's up. Is it like a building or is it out in nature? What's the vibe?
It was out in nature. We only went to the two of the spots, and both of them were outside spots.
Hell yeah, that seems pretty cool. What's the? Can you give away anything about what the story's about? You all right there?
I had a hair in my mouth.
Oh, sorry. But can you tell us anything about what the short's gonna be about,
I mean,
or a genre or something? You know.
I haven't really. I haven't really. I mean, he sent me the script, but I haven't really read it because I haven't really had time. I've been doing too much shit.
Fair enough, I suppose. But this connect that you recently got in touch with, you said they're from Indy, right?
Yeah,
Are they from the south side or the north side, or
a mix.
just a little bit of both?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Um, it'll be interesting, especially for you. I feel like to kind of take a not necessarily like a backseat kind of role to the production crew, but have some other experience outside of directing something.
Definitely.
Just see how other people kind of steer the ship. I feel like that could be very beneficial to somebody that's trying to become a director, or whatever it is exactly you're shooting for here. Sometimes it changes. In the beginning, I kind of felt like I really wanted to be a performer and stuff. And every now and again, it's nice to go out and perform, but I definitely more enjoy the production side of music making and whatnot. But
I mean, there's multiple things I enjoy about filmmaking.
right.
I like directing. I like prop making, as some people might notice, like you and Kyle,
Mm-hmm.
and the stuff that you've seen me make and stuff.
Oh yeah,
For the
you've always
films.
been low MacGyver. I remember you like back in the day. You be making like pistols and fucking AKs out of paper, bro. Be like origami and just like he's like, I took 7 sheets of paper and folded it in half and taped it so it wouldn't unbound, and then that's the clip, all right. And I was like, what are you actually doing in here, bro? You're 7. Why are you making an AR-15 that could actually shoot a paper bullet, bro? It doesn't make sense. But anyways, I'm gonna say you've always been a real MacGyver kind of dude, so that makes sense.
Yeah. I like to just. I mean, that's pretty much it. Other than like, I mean, I like setting up and tearing down, but that's just
Right. I mean,
comes with
that's
the job. And,
right. Yeah, that's part of the
yeah.
fun of it all,
Yeah.
But
But yeah.
it'll definitely be educational to some extent. I feel like working on somebody else's project, and anything going on with your stuff lately? You got anything? Any progression on it so far?
So I took some of the not the inspiration, some of the worries that you had about the script, and I've been working on that, trying to fix it. But yeah, I've also started work on, well, haven't started work, but am working on trying to make like an anime because I've been, getting
I'm
into
gonna
anime
say I
stuff.
came right before we started filming the pod. I walked into Theo's room, and he was in there watching My Hero Academia, and a little inside my heart, let's go. Finally,
Let's
finally,
go.
finally got him to start watching some good animes. I want to say you recently got into what was it, One Piece?
Yeah.
Because of the live action series that came out. You watched that and you were like, oh, this is pretty interesting. Might as well check out what it came from.
Yeah.
Have you gotten any further in One Piece, or did you kind of put that to the side to watch My Hero?
So I think I'm on like. I think I'm just got now into season 2 in One Piece, but I put that aside for right now to watch My Hero
I'm about to say One Piece. I mean,
because
God
it's
love.
like 1,000 episodes.
Yeah,
I'm not
I'm
gonna.
gonna say God love you for wanting to watch it, but I couldn't get into it, bro. It's literally like one of the longest animes ever, and it's ridiculous. Honestly, they're still making episodes for it. It's like Bleach. Bleach came out, and I want to say like the late '90s, and then they kind of took a hiatus from making episodes, and then they just came out with like a whole new arc in the storyline in modern animation. It's kind of interesting to see how the progression of animation throughout the series.
Um, but yeah. Uh, I think after My Hero, I'm gonna watch Chainsaw Man.
Oh, Chainsaw Man's
But
fucking
yeah.
good. It's one of those new animes that I feel like a lot of people were like, this will either be hit or miss, and then everybody watched it and they were like, that shit's fire, bro. That shit's fire. Watch it. It's so good. I'm about to say,
I don't know if I'm gonna like after I finish Chainsaw Man. If I do watch it, I don't know if I'm gonna go back to One Piece or if I'm gonna start Naruto because Naruto is also a lot of episodes and a lot of
yeah,
it's filler.
yeah. I'm about to say that's the one thing about Naruto. You just go on Reddit and oh shit, find what episodes are canon and which ones aren't, and then just skip the ones that aren't canon because you'll be there all fucking all day.
I've been also getting into the um, anime music from the shows and stuff. Like now I got a playlist of like I don't even know
Like the
10 or
theme,
11 songs. Um,
like the theme,
some of them
the
are
theme songs.
theme songs, and then some of them are like either outros or um,
Right.
just like action music. But
Interesting. What have you taken away from anime music, if anything?
um, a lot of it is like I want to punch shit music.
A lot of upbeat kind of.
Yeah,
It just, I'm making something up off the top of my head, but
but yeah,
it's always it's. I don't want to say always because you got different styles of anime because you know animes are essentially just like a style of making a movie, so you can have any genre be an anime. But
I mean, I feel like anime would be a lot easier to do, other than it takes forever because like you don't have to worry about uh actors or like getting sets or anything. You just draw it out.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but on the other hand, you also got to think you got to hire voice actors,
Yeah, but
and if you're trying to make it like an authentic anime, you have to have Japanese voice actors, and then
I
if
mean,
you want to dub it, get English voice actors. So you damn near got to hire twice as many people if you wanted to do it.
I
100%.
got that. I got that magical voice, Jaylen. I could do any voice.
All right, hit me with a 38-year-old Japanese dude who lives in the mountains.
Why are you doing Japanese? I don't know Japanese by heart, but I know like I could do like um little girls or like
Whoa, pause. Time out.
old men
Time
or
out. Hold up. I'm gonna have to cut that out. No, you did not just say that. Anyway, I'm fucking deceased. Anyways, I get what
but
you're
like
saying.
I have a range of voices that I could do
Gotcha. Um,
that aren't in Japanese because I don't know Japanese. But
You know how much money I would pay for the raw clips of you doing voiceovers and like uh four different inflections and shit.
bro, just listen to me
like
at work.
I'm about to say
I be at work doing that shit all the time.
Oh, fuck.
People be like, "Who the fuck is that?" And then they'll turn around and I'm like, and they're like, "You motherfucker!"
It's like, what are you actually doing?
Like I'll just like
chilling.
go really high, and then they'll be like, "Who was that?" And then they'll turn around and then they'll just see me and they'll be like, "Oh, it was Theo." I'm like, it's really not that hard.
I get what you're saying.
I mean, I've been like, since I was little, I did that shit, and then like ever since I, took choir and all that stuff, I've learned how to control my voices.
Like Gabriel Iglesias kind of beat.
Huh?
You know how Gabriel Iglesias does all the different voices?
Yeah.
Kind of like that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. It's always been one of the more entertaining things to me, and not exclusively in comedy, but it tends to lead to comedy is just doing weird voices and shit. Like I used to, what like throwing your voice is. I used to do that shit all the time. Like one of my buddies would, walk into the store and knock on the door to use the bathroom, and I'd just be behind him, hello, and they're like, what? They just think somebody's in the bathroom. I'm just sitting there dying laughing, But it's always a fun time, seeing what the human voice can do for you.
But I think we learned that because we lived in a artistic and autistic household, both at the same time.
Facts.
But I think it's just from watching so many like films and stuff, and then just like being taught how to make art and stuff, and it's just like we learned over time how to do voices because we would like hear
right. You just kind of pick up on the value of doing different kind of voices and stuff, and then you're like, I wonder if I can do that. That kind of reminds me of like when I learned to like when I learned to whistle with my fingers, how you whistle real loud.
Yeah.
I'd always see all my aunts and uncles doing it at family function, somebody just loud as hell, and then everybody, what's going on? Dinner's ready. I don't know why I made our family sound
Dinner's ready.
I don't know why I made him sound southern, but
I think it also has to do with like us just being born into this family, because apparently we're really good at mimicking people. Like our family's really good at mimicking people from different countries and stuff.
doing accents and shit.
Yeah.
I can't say I've ever looked into other people being able to do accents and shit in our family, but it wouldn't surprise me in the slightest.
I heard one of our aunts went to like Ireland or Scotland or something, and she like a waiter came up and had a very strong accent, and she was like, I don't know if I could talk to you because I just say it straight back to you, and you'd think I'm just being a dick, but I'm not.
It's just like a subconscious thing where you hear somebody talking like that, so you're like, a waiter comes up, would you like some tea? And you're just like, you're from America, but you're like, no, I would not like some tea. And you're like, hold on, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That's fried as fuck. Anyways, we got a few topics to talk about. We don't really have too much outside of the film and the album of the week, but anyways, let's get on into it, yo. Not cutting nothing. I forgot my microphone was on during this. Hey, subscribe. Hit subscribe. Hit subscribe. Hit subscribe. All right, welcome back to the Two Tone Podcast. I forgot to do my little promos in the beginning. All right, so Jaylen Kale, that's me, musician, artist. Just dropped an EP a few months ago called Unfuckswittable. It's on all streaming platforms. Linktree.com/JAK Productions. That'll take you to my music socials. And there's a tab in there if you're feeling generous. All the proceeds will go to production value at the Two Tone Podcast. Hit him with your little spiel real quick, T, before we hop into the film and or album of the week.
All right, so I'm Theo Kale.
Mm-hmm.
You can find my films at Glasshouse Films 8 on YouTube. If you would like to be a part of anything, you can contact me at Glasshouse Films 8 on Instagram, and yeah, that's about it.
Hell yeah! All right, so what you wanna hop into first, the film or the album? Actually, psych. We're gonna hop into the quote of the week first because I forgot it last week. Okay, so the quote of the week is from last week. I forgot to change it, so if you were hoping for some new inspiration this week, sorry about you. But
I mean, you didn't say it, so technically,
you know, it was on the screen. If you read it, kudos to you. But anyways, the quote of the week is from Whiplash, actually, and it's from the teacher, and he goes, "There are no two words in the English language more harmful than good job." What you think about that?
One more time, I'm sorry.
There's no two words in the English language more harsh than good job.
I mean, good
more
job.
Harmful, not more harsh. Sorry.
I mean, good job is, I wouldn't say it's harmful.
It kind of, I'm about to say, when I first watched the movie, I was like, what you mean? Motherfuckers tell you good job, that means they enjoyed it, But I feel like what he's saying if somebody says good job.
Oh, I understand. I mean, I can see where he's coming from, because I like when people say good job and you're a performer, it's more like you did okay.
Yeah, that's kind of what I took from it. It feels like good job is just a cop out of a compliment. If you really, really enjoyed something to the point of going up to the performer and saying something to them, you would come up with more than good job. It's just kind of like, I don't want to hurt your feelings, but I feel like I should say something kind of moment.
But on a regular daily basis, if somebody says good job, I don't take anything from it. I'm just like, okay, thank you.
No, it does. It's one of those things that on the face level it's a compliment, but it can be construed, I feel like, a couple different ways, especially depending on the circumstances. You were saying, like, with a performer, it's a little bit more of a jaded kind of compliment than something authentic that you would come up with. But
I mean,
it was one of those quotes that, like, I don't know, it was always really kind of interesting the way he put it, because it was after like a concert where, like, bro, essentially killed, and the performer was like, even though you think you did good, like, it could have been better, and everybody's just kind of saving face, just trying to kiss up to you, essentially.
True.
I don't know. It was always one of the quotes from that movie that I always remember. One of the parts of the movie, outside of all the damn near borderline physical abuse and mental abuse and all that shit. But either way, it's a good ass movie. I just wanted to bring that up real quick. All right, what you want to hop into? Album, film? You want to rant about something?
I guess we can jump into the album.
Into the album, okay. So, the album of the week is from a band called Wet Leg. I want to say they're Australian. or New Zealand, from Australia or New Zealand or something. I don't know. They're not from America. I know that much. But either way, the album is called Wet Leg as well. It's a self-titled album, and it's from these two chicks, and they one of them plays rhythm guitar and the other plays lead guitar, and I don't it. It was one of the albums, or the way I found Wet Leg. It was like the YouTube shorts. They would always they kept popping up in my YouTube shorts, just like concerts from them and stuff. And so I was like, who the fuck is this band that keeps popping up in my feed and shit? And so I looked them up, and they had a song out at the time called Shays Long, and or Shays Lounge. I want to say that's how the American pronunciation is. But anyway, the chorus of the song is just on the chaise long, on the chaise long, on the chaise long, all day long, on the chaise long, and just repeats that like 2 or 3 times. And it was really really catchy at the time, so I was like, I'll check out the rest of this song, and then from checking out this song, the Spotify algorithm put more and more of their music into my rotation whenever I was listening, and ended up listening to the whole album, and it kind of sparked a little bit in something inside of me that was like, I really miss playing in a band, just having a full band. It was really fun when Kyle was back in town. Me, him, Curtis, and Luke got the chance to play in a little sesh, as we are talking about.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it just kind of lit something inside of me that was like, I kind of want to get back to the roots of my music making. Just me and a drummer in the basement, just making some shit up, and then recording it. I feel like it's always much more of a experience.
Basement Tapes Volume 2.
Damn near. I mean, I'm about to say, Kyle. He said that he's gonna be coming back to Indy like more regularly. So we'll see if basement tapes part 2 comes out sometime soon. I definitely got a couple of.
Do you know when he's back in town next?
I want to say he's either coming for Christmas or Thanksgiving. I can't remember which one he said, but he said he's gonna be here through New Year's. If I remember correctly, I don't. I'm about to say there's a lot of substances involved when bro was back in town, so I don't really remember too much what happened. But we ain't got to get.
Sadly, bro should have stayed till October 9th.
I might say we could have gone out to the bar. It would have been it would have been a crazy ass night. Anyways, I'm about to say you turned 21 in what, about
couple days.
I mean, yeah, damn, fucking 10 days.
Yeah.
Counting down. What were we even talking about?
Whoop. You and Kyle, and you wanting to go back to having a band.
Oh yeah, I'm about to say it just kind of lit something inside me that I was like, not necessarily having a band as in like have a band that goes out and plays shows every weekend or whatever, but I feel like I want to start making more music on the guitar, more music that I can play at a show. I have like 3 or 4 songs that I can actually physically recreate live.
You get I mean, you already have one. I don't know why I'm saying you should get the looper, but you already have one.
Yeah, I've definitely looked into getting a.
You should get the looper that bro uses.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
That got like 5 different.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Mark. His name is Mark Rebier. He's a musician. He uses the loopers, and it's called a RC505, and it's 5 separate channels. So where like you could loop the drums on one. You just have your.
You know how much it costs?
It's like $300-400. But yeah, I tried to get one a while ago, and then they were out of stock. And like an idiot, I was like, "Well, just give me the refund. I'll order it when it's back in stock." And then
Never did.
Went and spent the money on something else. But
I mean, I do that shit.
Yeah, I'm about to say I just never got my money back up to looking to
Oh,
get
did I
another
tell you you
one.
got a new camera?
You told me about it, but I haven't looked at it. I
Yeah,
haven't looked at it or nothing.
it's cool.
I'm about to say what was the driving factor behind getting a new camera?
So the shutter speed on my old one isn't that great, whereas this one is a lot better. It also has a flip out screen, so I can see what I'm doing
Oh hell
if
yeah!
it's like up against a wall or something.
Right. I feel like that'll be handy if you ever decide to do like a solo kind of project. You know,
Yeah,
just framing yourself without having to walk all the way behind the camera just to walk back in front of it.
and then have no idea where the fuck I am in the camera.
Right. Yeah.
But it also has a bunch of really cool like settings that I could do, like black and white. There's some other ones I'd have to show you after we're done, but
I'm gonna say I'll definitely take a look
pretty cool.
look at it after we wrap up. But
But it has the same size lenses, so I don't gotta buy new lenses.
oh hell yeah, that's what's up. I'm gonna say you just didn't just waste a couple $100 on lenses.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you'll use the other camera for something eventually.
Even if it was a new camera, I'd just buy an adapter and I'd still be able to use the lenses. But
Speaking of cameras
I
and
got an adapter for it. So
right. Speaking of cameras, before the pod when I was setting up the program we use, with all the pictures and stuff, I was watching a few of the Wet Leg music videos. Excuse me. And it had me thinking, like, the way that they do their music videos, it's just really simple. It's just these two girls, and they're either like on some hillside or just some random ass spot in the middle of nowhere, and it's essentially just like 2 or 3 different shots, but they're chopped up into a way to where it doesn't seem too stale,
Yeah.
And it just had me thinking. I was like, bro, it'd be really fucking easy for us to just hammer out a music video in like a day.
That's what I've been saying.
But the thing is, I don't know what fucking song I'm on.
I mean, I did have an idea for the horse one, but that would be hella expensive as fuck.
I'm about to say the ideas that I have for music videos that like I feel like would be worthwhile to make a music video for are like, I have the idea for the animated one, and it's fucking taking forever. I'm still working on it. I have the idea for the one with the horse. If you know somebody with a horse, hit me up.
With 2 horses, actually.
2 horses. Sorry. We really should hit up like some ranch or something and be like, how much would it cost for like, half hour? Just give me a horse for a half hour. I'm about to say, there's got to be somebody out there we could find a horse. But anyways, I don't really have any ideas outside of those 2 for music videos that I feel like I would really want to pursue and really put my time into, Because as much as it doesn't seem like it's a lot of work, it can be a lot of work really fast.
Yeah. Especially depending on like what type of thing you want in the music video.
Right.
And then you gotta go through the editing phase.
Oh yeah.
Shit.
Editing is that's a whole nother fucking story, Fucking trying to make everything line up with the beat and shit, you just hold up. Hold up. Rewind it back. Let me try to get the marker at the right spot. Just and you watch it and it's like, and then half a second off and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Got to go back and do all this shit again. Anyways,
like in the first short film that we did, I had no idea you could zoom in on the fucking editing page when we were making the trailer for it. It was like 2-minute long trailer. And then you came in and you were like, you can zoom on this, and I was like, nope.
Oh, for like the clips and stuff when you were chopping them up.
When you were like doing the beat and stuff to the clips.
Yeah, I was like, you can zoom into this so you can like get right on it. And he was like, what the? You could have told me that 2 days ago, bro. I've been trying to.
Bro, I was literally like sitting there for a good 3 days trying to get the beat exactly right where I wanted it. And I was like, bro, this is
And I came in, 2 minutes, just like, all right, hit the zoom button,
Yeah.
bud. And he's like, what the? Why ain't nobody gonna tell me there's a zoom button, bro? That's fucking
Yeah.
hilarious. Anyways, still talking about music videos. I wanted to talk a little bit about color schemes in on video and stuff.
Why you gotta talk about color
Yeah,
schemes
I
with the
know.
colorblind?
I didn't even think
Come
about
on
that
now.
until like you looked at it and were confused as shit. Uh, he's like, "There's 4 colors on there, bro." Anyways,
If y'all didn't know, I'm colorblind.
but anyways, it was in the wet leg music videos. I realized that they used a certain color scheme to kind of like evoke a certain emotion, And
So, quick question:
quick answer.
how do they get these colors down here?
What you mean?
Like, do they click on an image here and then they zoom in and they're like, "Is that color?" and then they put it down here?
Just, like on a drawing app, they'll have a little what's it called?
The
A
rainbow
damn
pen.
like a pipette kind of shit.
Oh yeah.
So you use that and then you hover over whatever color you want.
I thought it was just guesstimations at that point.
No, I mean in these kind of images, they'll take the little pipette tool and then you can take that color from whatever your mouse is over and then paint with it essentially at the bottom, make a little square of the color.
I also never knew like how, like in movies and stuff, they change the colors.
Like color correction and stuff like that.
Yeah, like all that.
Yeah,
shit.
I've never really gotten into that whole side of editing and stuff. I might say.
Like color corrections, I couldn't tell you. Like they're too similar. I'd be like, I don't know what the what.
Oh yeah, especially being colorblind, that I feel like that would definitely that definitely not be easy at all.
No.
Trying to do color correction, you damn near have to hire somebody to do it for you
Yeah.
if you really wanted it to look a certain way. But I always enjoy like the raw footage and stuff, And I'm gonna say Kyle was telling me a little bit about the color correction that he used for the Super 8 film that he like the actual film, the rolls of film,
Oh.
the camera that he had.
Yeah.
He had somebody go in and post and do the color correction for Tinted Love and
How the fuck would you do color correction on a film?
I mean it's all in post, so like you send the film off, it gets digitized, and then you color correct in post.
Okay.
But honestly, he was telling me like he had to hire somebody to come in and do it, and I mean the color correction in Tinted Love is like really fucking cool.
He tell you how much it cost him?
I have no idea. I'm sure you could tell him or ask him, but
Hey Kyle, how much it cost you?
just text the motherfucker, bro. And I'm gonna say, but like the pinks are like really cool looking, and the greens are really saturated, and
yeah.
it's I'm gonna say it's one of those things in editing that I have no idea how to do.
Just
can put a-
imagine like being like in the like big movies,
Mm-hmm.
like being part of like the post editing phase on a big movie, and you're just the color correction person.
I mean, I'm sure they get paid. It's a lot of work they have to do because you got to color correct every scene.
Yeah.
And I mean, probably like every camera angle is a little bit different from, a lighting circumstance, or standpoint rather.
That'd be so annoying as a job.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it would be. I'm sure there's somebody out there that fucking loves to do that kind of shit, though.
Probably somewhere.
But it had me thinking, like, I almost, like, if I did shoot a music video in real life.
Isn't this from the Nightcrawler?
I believe so. Yeah, it is. Actually, yeah. That's good recognition there, kid. I couldn't have fucking told you
I
where it was.
recognized the actor, and then I saw the glasses, so I was put 2 and 2 together.
Bada bing,
Because
bada
in
boom.
the poster, he's wearing the glasses.
Right. That's a good ass movie. We'll have to get into that some other time. But I was thinking with regards to color schemes and stuff and music videos and whatnot, I would definitely have to do a little bit of research to kind of figure out what like the costume that I would want to wear, what colors it's gonna be, what looks best with my skin and the surroundings, and
That's why you do it in black and white. You don't have to worry about that
Yeah, I
shit.
mean, I feel like it's kind of cheating at that point. I'm definitely one of those people that enjoys the color schemes and stuff, especially with like what's his nuts, Wes Anderson's kind of vibe.
Bro, Wes Anderson's so
Excuse me.
vibrant
I love
with
that
his
kind of
color
shit.
scheme.
Or have you ever seen a like a more recent Tyler the Creator music video?
Not really. I mean, I did see the music video of when he was like chasing that girl around in the park or whatever, and he was like driving a BMW.
I have no idea which one you're
She was
talking
like
about.
walking a dog and some shit.
Is it recent?
Recenter. That's the most recent I've gone. I haven't like watched anything new.
I couldn't tell you which one that is, but like the I don't know how to say it, like how the music video almost has like a film over the front of it to where like everything looks a little bit glossier, a little bit more vibrant,
Has a filter
Yeah,
on it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I feel like I definitely kind of want to go for that kind of vibe in my music videos. I definitely take a lot of inspiration from Tyler the Creator, but
This guy needs to not dance like that.
oh, bro, like this is if you're just listening, there's a picture of the Childish Gambino music video from This Is America, and honestly, I chose this screenshot because it's like this music video is literally one of the best music videos that I've seen come out in like the last 10 years. I can't say I've really paid attention to too much to music videos before like high school or so, but I feel like This Is America, the song itself just has such a message to send, and the music video is just a it kind of dives. There's so many layers to it. Like throughout the music video, there's so many cultural references to a lot of different things going on, and it's kind of like a metaphor for America in a sense. Like there's a black dude with no t-shirt on, just dancing, just doing the most crazy wild shit, and you're like, what the fuck is bro dancing like this for? And then in the background, it's just like all of the terrible, horrible shit that's going on in America, And he's saying that like we'll all focus on like the oddity while everything else burns down in the background. We don't really want to address the problem. We'd rather, find something to entertain us.
You know the pants he's wearing in this?
What about
They're
them?
apparently they were like pants that the Confederates wore during the Civil War, or the same type of pants that the Confederates wore during Civil War.
See, so many fucking layers to it, bro. Like if you watch the music video and like really really dissect what's going on in it, there's so much that this music video is saying. It's crazy.
He looks nothing like he does.
He definitely does have a few different character presets.
Like
so you got
his hair nowadays isn't that much. He doesn't have a beard that I know of. Like when I first saw him in it was a TV show. I forget what the show was.
Is it Community?
Yeah,
Atlanta?
Community. When I first saw him in Community, I was like, "Is that?" And you told me that they were the same guy. I was like, "There's no way."
He's like, hold up. You trying to pull a fast one, huh? You telling me all black people look the same. You trying to catch me on some racist shit. But no, Donald Glover and Childish Gambino are one and the same.
But like he just
I
pulled
mean,
a whole different card out.
well, I mean, you got to think in his Community days. That's when he was younger. He was skinnier. He had to keep up a certain presentation to be on TV. You can't just have a character just wild out and be completely different the next season. But this music video was probably like, I want to say 3 or 4 years after Community. So I mean, he had a kid between then. I think he got married between then, or he might have been married when he was on Community. I don't remember. But speaking of that, I'm gonna say Childish Gambino is one of those celebrities that has balanced the line between being super famous and still having like his own personal life. You know, he's one of those people that
Like what's his dick?
I don't know.
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, yeah. I'm about to say he's super super famous. Like a lot of people know him, but he still lives a life of mystery. Fuck, that almost got me.
Like Keanu Reeves, there's literally videos of him sitting on the subway going home.
I've seen a couple of those
And
videos.
he's
I know what you're
just
talking
chilling,
about.
and he's like, he's just a normal person, and
Just
it's
hanging
like, bro,
around.
you're Keanu Reeves. You're one of the most famous actors ever, and you're just
It is
fucking
pretty
sitting
wild when somebody just has that much humility, you know.
he has no security with him or anything. He's just on the subway, being a regular human.
Just hanging around.
Yep.
All right, I feel like we talked about music videos.
You're right, go back.
Oh, to what? This?
Who's that?
I have no idea. It's just a little stock image I found.
Oh.
But this is an example of how extra a music video can get easily. You know.
Yeah.
I feel like that's not necessary, but either way, I feel like we've spent enough time talking about music videos.
Why did you? That's what you want?
Do what?
That's the type of thing that you want in your music video? Like that look. Not that action, that look as in like very faded and not.
But now, let me see. I don't know. I'm going to see if I can't pull up a Tyler Creator music video and show you real quick.
Don't look at his camera roll, guys.
Yeah, if y'all want to see some wild shit. I ain't got nothing in there. But it's like oh Lord, see if I can fucking goofball, bro. I'm about to say Tyler the Creator is just one of those people that I'm like, oh, why are you like this? But thank you for being like this, bro. Like this one. All right, we're probably gonna get copyright for the song, but I'm gonna pull it up anyways.
It's only 15 seconds.
But you see how like just the color, like the colors pop really fucking in a really interesting way.
Who fucks that?
That's Tyler. What you mean?
That's he didn't look like Tyler from.
I'm gonna say the lens flare got you, but
like you want a bright image.
But yeah, like
quality.
You see how the colors are really really bright, and there's a certain color scheme that he's going for. You know, everything almost matches in a kind of way. There's I'm gonna say this is terrible for everybody listening to it exclusively, but there's especially like in this music video, you can see it. It's just like the filter that he uses, or however he corrects the colors on it. I don't know. I just fucking love the way his music videos look. It's also kind of a lot of a like perspective, you know, how he's focused, and then everything in the background is real blurry.
Yeah.
Kind of like portrait mode on the iPhones kind of vibe. I feel like he also uses a lot of backdrops for his music videos, which is really cool.
I feel like he's never like actually in that area.
Yeah,
it's just a lot of green screen.
Yeah. I might say I definitely have to do it more practical, but you know what I'm going for here. Y'all get the vibe. But back to whatever the fuck we was talking about. I feel like I don't really have a song that I feel enough about to make a music video on right now. I'm not saying that I won't make a music video.
Make one.
All right. After the podcast. We going out to shoot a music video.
No,
I'll let you choose a song. I'll let you choose a song. I got unreleased shit, bro. I'll let you choose a song. All right, it'll blow your balls off.
Just my nutsack just goes flying.
He's oh fuck. All right. Anyways, let's get into the film of the week before we can round this pod out. So, let him know what the film of the week is and why you chose it.
Well, fucking Frank.
Such a vibe, man. I low key identify with Frank just a little too much. You know, I got a couple hits of the Tism, and spoiler alert, Frank got a couple hits of the Tism.
Frank is Tism.
Yeah, bro is T to the I to the S to the M. That's Tism, baby. So what made you choose Frank?
I ain't never seen it.
And what'd you think about it? What's the
good film, great film, amazing film.
I'm gonna need more than adjectives, all right, bud.
Film of the week. That's how good it was. It's film of the week worthy.
What was your what's your favorite scene in the movie?
Probably the scene
when they're going to spread the ashes.
Yeah. The way he pulls the fucking ashes out with the bucket is hilarious. He's just in the face of everybody else.
You're here where you always wanted to be. Everybody. Oh, what the? Oh, I got a fucking cornea in my cornea, bro. It just turned out to be the fucking grow nut.
He's just fucking.
They grabbed the wrong can. He's just throwing grow nut in the air. Oh, bro. If you're not familiar with Frank is about so that it kind of follows this main character at first, this dude on the right, this redheaded guy, and he's like a songwriter that's just trying to find a band to perform with in his hometown, and he's just having no luck finding.
We need Frank too.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
It left off on the perfect note. I don't want to see what happened after that. But it starts off with bro on the right, as I said. He's a songwriter, not having any luck finding people to write songs for or become part of a band, until he finds this one band on the shoreline, and the keyboard player has just had a psychotic break and runs into the ocean, and he's like, "Well, I play keys," and they're like, C, B, and F. He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Okay, well, you're part of the band. See you at 8:00. And then he comes up to the band, and there's like this really weird experimental kind of vibe, and the whole concert goes to shit. And bro's just on the stage, just like, what do I do? He's just play A, C, and B, bro. It'll be okay. And he gets a message from the lead of the band. His name is Frank, and he's a guy in the middle with the head.
This
and
guy.
yeah,
Right here. This one.
If y'all couldn't figure out which head I was talking about, it's that one. All right, stop petting his head. Anyways,
as you can see, we got a little bit of the Tism.
Yeah,
in this room.
And so Frank is the front man of this band, and he wears his head because he feels safe inside the head, and they end up in the middle of the woods in this cabin, just stuck in the cabin trying to write this album, and they all run out of money, and just in the middle of nowhere, just trying to write an album with each other, and they end up recording the album, and they get like, what was it, like 20,000 views on YouTube, and then Frank is like, "Oh my God, we're famous, we're famous." And then
the fucking scene when they're at the diner and Frank crawls under the table and he's like, we didn't make it, guys. Hey, come here. And then he's like calling this guy. He's like, "Hey, come down here." And I'm like, "Frankie."
I'm gonna say they get booked at South by Southwest, a festival in Texas, and Frank comes to realize that 20,000 views isn't enough, and that like nobody there will know them, And it's just kind of about the trials and tribulations of Frank as the front man for this semi-popular band. And I won't give away too much. I feel like I've kind of given away a little bit about it, but
Frank.
it's one of those movies that I would say Kyle showed it to me forever ago when I feel like around when it first came out, and I'm notorious for falling asleep during movies, and so Kyle was at 9:30 when we were in the 8th grade. He was like, "You want to watch a movie?" And I was like, "Yeah, man, let's watch a movie." He was like, "Oh, this movie Frank is really cool. You'd enjoy it." And I was like, "Hell yeah, put it on." 15 minutes later, just in his living room, just fucking asleep. And then Kyle looks over. He's like, "This motherfucker!" I fucking swear to God. But I ended up going back and watching it on my own a few years later, and Kyle was very right. I really really enjoy this movie. It's honestly one of my favorite movies. As I said, I identify with Frank just a little bit too much. I said that to Sam, and they were like, "Oh, it's okay, it's okay." You gave me a little pat on the head.
It's okay.
But is there anything in specific about Frank that made you choose it?
Again, I haven't seen it. It was my first time watching it, and it was amazing.
Was it one of the
I'm
ones
gonna tell
that
you one thing. That's Sophia. That's Russell. That's me.
I'm deceased? If y'all aren't familiar, that's people we work with. But that's fucking hilarious, and you're not wrong at all. I'm fucking dead. Oh Lord. Oh, I don't even know where to go from there.
I'm just standing there with the grown nut, just free.
Oh Lord. But anyway, or what's something else I had? Or it definitely feels like in the movie, in the beginning at least, there's a time where it the piano player, kind of the main character outside of Frank, where the piano player he doesn't really he's not really cohesive with the band at first. There's a lot of flaring opinions, a lot of I don't really know how to put it. The chick in the picture on the left side, she's really protective of Frank. She's almost like a caregiver to Frank. She knows that nobody really understands him, so she kind of takes the motherly approach. And it's kind of like a coming together kind of movie. In the end, it's definitely more of a cohesive band than it starts off being.
I love your wall.
I'm out this. There's Frank. Frank as a musician, the character, he has a really eccentric kind of look into music. There's one scene in the movie where the songwriter guy that they picked up, um, he's just kind of having writer's block, and he goes up to Frank, or Frank comes up to him, either way, and he's like, "I don't know how you do it, bro. Like I can't think of anything. I don't know what to write about. I don't have anything in my brain." And then Frank is just like, "Well, you just gotta look at your surroundings, man. You can write a song about anything." And there's this one tuft of yarn or whatever on the carpet. Yeah. There's one little tuft that's standing up, and he's like, "We'll take this tuft of carpet, for example. He's like, I wonder how old it is in carpet years, and if it's spring and it's the first to wake, or if nobody's just stepped on it. And then he writes this really really good song about the lone standing tuft. It took everything in me to not choose the soundtrack from Frank as the album of the week for this week as well. But if you haven't seen Frank, and you like music in any capacity, it's definitely a really fucking good movie. The music is really really well done, in my opinion.
Very interesting. Some of the songs, like a lot of the songs, you probably won't understand why they made it, but Lone Standing Tuft and I Love Your Wall are probably the best.
Those are definitely two of the.
Or I Love You All, what it's called.
Those are definitely two of the best songs off of the album or off of the movie, in my opinion. There's also a lot of really interesting instruments that they use in the movie, like the chick on the right or the left. Sorry, she uses a theremin. You know what a theremin is?
Yeah.
All right, for those of y'all that don't, it's like it's this metal rod that sticks out of this like electronic panel, and you use your hand. Like the closer you get to it, the higher the frequency is, and or I think as the note, or it all depends on the relativity of your hand to this pole. And there's a oscillator pole on the other side that you can use almost as like a whammy bar or a wah pedal, if you know what those mean. But it definitely is very, very experimental kind of vibes all throughout the movie. But
I think the theremin was one of the instruments that they used in the band that didn't really make the songs that great, because I just don't like the sound of the theremin. It's so weird. And
I can understand that.
It takes over just like the bass, and
it definitely is
all
a
that.
very distinct kind of sound. Like there isn't very many there aren't very many instruments that sound like a theremin. You know, the closest you're gonna get is if you have like an electronic keyboard that has a setting that's similar to it or something. But
Yeah.
it's definitely a very recognizable sound, and it's oftentimes more high pitched. Excuse me. It's oftentimes more high pitched, so it kind of tends to become the
outlier.
yeah, what you hear the most. And as I said, it's just such an odd sound. It's hard to kind of to gel with the sound like that with the more what's the word I'm looking for? A more conventional instrument like a guitar or piano, you know.
Yeah.
But I must say that's all I had for topics on Frank and the album. You got anything you want to lead the podcast off with?
If y'all are interested in seeing progress from me and my friends on the anime that we're working on, you can go to Discord and type in Bark of the Rising Sun. Bark not as in the dog bark, bark as in the
Tree
ship
bark.
mast or the ship poles. A bark is a ship with the 3 masts.
Okay, the more you know.
And it's spelled BARQUE, of the Rising Sun. And you can follow that on Discord, and we'll try to reach out, say hi, and you can keep up with us and the anime. Also, you can check out Glasshouse Films 8 for the anime, like for watching it and stuff. But if you have like any ideas or any proposals for an episode or something, just contact us there, and we'll.
Or
we'll
if you are somebody or know somebody that does drawings,
or yeah,
I must say I feel like you'll definitely need somebody that's specializes in that kind of thing.
yep, definitely.
But you said Bark of the Rising Sun.
Yep.
On Discord.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
BARQUE. Bark.
Oh yeah. I'll put it in the description.
Also, if you have anybody that would be willing to do any voiceovers for said characters in anime, you can contact us there also about that. But yeah, check out Glasshouse Films 8 at YouTube
Hell yeah.
for future films, and contact me at Glasshouse Films 8 if you want to be a part of any live action films. I don't know if you'd call them live action because they're just regular films, but films where you have to be there.
If you want to be part of the production in any capacity.
Yeah.
Glasshouse Films 8 on Instagram. All right. I just want to say one more time, thank y'all so much for watching the Two Tone Podcast. It means so much to me that some of y'all are still here. If you're not still here, then you won't hear this, and fuck you. But if you're still here, I love you, man. I hope you have a good day. Consider subscribing. Hit that subscribe button. It's a free way to show us you appreciate what we're doing. And, oh shit, I forgot to do my shit. Unfuckswittable just came out a couple months ago. Linktree.com/JAK Productions. That'll take you to my music and my socials. And if you're feeling generous, all the proceeds go to the Two Tone Podcast production. And yeah, that's all I got for you. So, oh Lord, what you got?
Wait, you already did the Cash App thing?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Okay.
I thought you forgot about it.
I didn't forget about it.
Okay.
I remembered this time. But yeah, that's all we got for you. Thank y'all for watching. See y'all next week. And this has been the Two Tone Podcast. La 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 la. Hit subscribe. Hit subscribe. Hit subscribe and then like and then leave a comment. Hit subscribe and then like and then leave a comment. Hit subscribe, hit subscribe, hit subscribe, hit subscribe. Share it with your friend, share it with your friend. Hit subscribe, hit that like button, hit that comment, hit that copy link. Email it to your brother, even if that shit stink. Thank you all for listening to the Two Tone Podcast. I think.